So, Mr. President, I was disappointed to learn yesterday that President Biden had walked away from negotiations on infrastructure spending with Senator Capito. For several weeks, the ranking member of the EPW committee has been engaged in good faith on finding common ground with the administration. She's led several of our colleagues in literally exhaustive efforts to put a bipartisan deal within reach. Senate Republicans proposed historic investments in the kinds of things most Americans would call actual infrastructure. They met and exceeded the president's own threshold demands. And then they were left at the table. Our colleagues weren't wrong to bet on bipartisanship. For one thing, it's what the American people actually deserve. For another, as I've noted before, infrastructure investments have historically featured overwhelming bipartisan consensus. But an agreement requires that actually each side is willing to give up some of what it wants. And as we learned yesterday, President Biden is unwilling to let go of some of the most radical promises he made to the left wing of his party. From the day the White House rolled out its first infrastructure plan in March, it's been clear that the left's definition of the word is evolving faster than even some Democrats can actually keep up with. Medicaid expansion is now infrastructure. Paid leave is now infrastructure. And job-killing tax increases to hold the assortment altogether. At every step of the way, Republicans have focused on targeted investments in roads, bridges, airports, waterways, and broadband infrastructure the American people actually need. But yesterday, President Biden showed that his patience for the smart, bipartisan approach was wearing thin. He directed Democratic leaders in Congress to get ready to ram through more expansive, unrelated spending unilaterally. Meanwhile, Senator Capito and our colleagues on the EPW committee continue to demonstrate that bipartisan infrastructure investment is actually still within reach. In April, the Senate passed their water infrastructure bill by a count of 89-2. And just a couple of weeks ago, the committee reported out an historic investment in surface transportation, and they did it unanimously. It's disappointing that the president has been unwilling to follow the Senate's productive example.